So this is US dollar CAD analysis for Tuesday, 17th of October. What have we seen happen here on the 16th? So, well, we've had prices beneath the 125 level, and we did have quite a bit of resistance above at 124.86, 125, and we also had the 200 period moving average. Now, prices have used the appears to have used the 50 period moving average, as can be seen here, marked out in orange, as a springboard for a move to the upside. Now, prices have broke out from this somewhat corrective range that we had beneath 125. We've had a couple of retests, well, one major retest of the 125, which we had a bit of sell-off down to 50 period moving average. And the second retest, we just blasted through the 125 level and moved all the way up to 125.30, which was a pivot from a couple of weeks ago. Now we've gone all the way up to 125.60, you'd say, and pull back down to below 125.30. Now these candles here, while there have been quite a few of them, they're somewhat consolidative for me. They have not got their actual size does not indicate a reversal. They're quite small in size. We've got wicks on the lower end of these candles, which suggests there have been buyers as the candles have tried to push downwards. So what am I likely to see here? As we can see, we've respected the higher time frame moving average here in black. We seem to have posted, yeah, I suppose you couldn't interpret them as being higher lows, but they're relatively higher lows. So we might see a pullback all the way down to this 200 period moving average before a bounce to the upside. A deeper retracement all the way down to 125 for a bounce to the upside is possible. But if we do retrace back down to, say, the 20 period, which we're close to now, and if we do see bullish candle formation, we're looking to see a successful navigation to successfully navigate 125.30, above which we'll be looking at, oh my word, the very next level is quite a bit away. The very next level we'll be looking at is 126.22. We didn't quite get there last time, but there might be an actual change this time. So if we do have the bullish momentum coming to the market, we would have another higher low, which will be a strong indicator for a continuation to the upside. Now, if I have a look at the higher time frames, let's just get the scale on here correct. The month of September, we did see prices push all the way down to almost 120 flat, but buying momentum re-entered the market, and we had a pin bar form. The pin bar was bearish, but it did have a very long wick, which suggests that there was a hell of a lot of buying momentum in the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. So let's just have a look. Currently on the monthly chart, the trend was to the downside, but as we have retraced quite heavily and appear to be going to some consolidation, it might be important to take a, it might be best to take a neutral stance. So let's just have a look at the weekly chart. On the weekly chart, we can see that we are currently oscillating around the 200 period moving average. We've had a series of strong buying weeks. We had a period of 4 consecutive bullish weeks before a pullback, and now we appear to be in a consolidative. We seem to be heading into a consolidative range before the next move to the upside at 126.22, above which we've got 127.78. Now, let's just have a look at the daily chart, and let's just see how things are developing on the daily chart. So, on the daily chart, we've had a pretty strong retracement. It's not what I'd ideally like to see in terms of some of the candles have had an indecisiveness to them, but it is a pretty strong reversal. Now, we've had a bit of a pullback to the 125 level, and we do appear to be breaking back above the 125.30. So those are all good signs, all positive for the US dollar against the Canadian dollar on the higher time frames, and very supportive of lower time frame bullishness. So that should wrap up my analysis for the US dollar CAD. Before I go, LCS, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.